Hi, Paul, and welcome to the show.
Hi, Andrea. How are you doing?
Good, thanks, you.
Very well, thank you.
Cool. Well, let's start with the basics. So what is musicdating.com and how does it work?
Musicdating.com is a free online dating website for people that love music. So we provide a platform for people to register. They can list all the bands that they like, any genres they like, instruments they play, bands they're in, for example, and then use our extensive search facility to find other people, members of the site, who like the same music.
Well, it's definitely a great idea because I hadn't heard about this concept before I came across your site. And I was wondering, what's your background? Do you have a background in the dating field or in the online field, or did you start from scratch with the site?
We pretty much start from scratch. Both founders were big music lovers. We both grew up in sort of small market towns in England, and when trying to date, we both have a really great love of music and found that the other people in our market town just didn't have that love. So we needed to go further afield, so down to London, to try and find people and enjoy nights out, indie night, for example.
Sure.
That our hometowns didn't offer. Then it sort of dawned on us that there must be other people out there that wanted the same thing. So the seed of the idea grew from there, and here we are, sort of 3-4 years later with the site and a few thousand users on. So so fingers crossed we'll continue to grow.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, how did you go about building the site, and how did you first get your users on, and how is the word spreading at the moment?
So it's a privately owned company. So the money that we've spent has been from just the private investors. So we've been quite prudent with our marketing at the moment. We've been quite careful not to market a product that we didn't think was ready, because people would just look on there and not like it and then probably not come back again. So we think now we're pretty much ready to up the marketing. So we're recruiting a local PR firm to help with that. And as we'll come on to in a bit, we're hosting a couple of nights down in London, which will hopefully spread the word. I hate using the word brand, but yeah, that's I guess what we're trying to do. So people, they're synonymous and music dating with meeting people online.
Sure. And the site at the moment is free to access and use. And I was wondering, what is your plan for monetization of it?
Yeah, that's right. It's completely free at the moment. It's completely clean as well. We haven't got any adverts on there. So we're in conversations with a couple of record labels at the moment who are looking to promote a particular band's album. So we've got a choice of introducing banners on there, fairly non-obtrusive ones. But one of the main bugbears we've got at the moment is the fight against spammers. So it's quite a full-time job to have someone monitoring the site to delete new registrations that are evidently spammers. So it may well be that we'll need to monetize the site through subscriptions. What we'd like to do is at what point we do that to keep it free for all the people that had already registered, and then just charge the new people coming on.
Sure. And as a music dating site, the first thing that springs to mind for me, like on a commercial level, it seems like a great opportunity to sell ancillary products, like try to link up with an MP3 store or sell gig tickets and merchandise that people could buy whilst getting to know one another. Is that something that you're exploring, or?
Yeah, very much so. We've got the gig calendar on the site at the moment, so people are able to go on there and search for bands that are playing. That's a specific London feed at the moment, but we're looking to enhance that with other ticket sellers as well. At the moment, we've got tickets. Which is fairly independent, so it's sort of something that we liked, being independent ourselves as well. And as you say, yes, it's perfect. I ultimately would like to say that if somebody searches for a band, not only would it bring back the results of members of the site that also like that band, but also, as you say, the auxiliary products such as merchandise and CD sales and downloads and things as well for that particular band. So if they don't find somebody that they might want to go on a date with, then they could at least explore a bit more about the band that they like. Yeah,
sure, exactly. And how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself more as a partially music platform and partially dating site? Do you have any relationships with startups that are in London at the moment?
We're exploring those at the moment. I think there is a bit of hesitancy in the industry to be associated with a dating site. I know some of the merchant banks won't take any payments online from dating sites, for example. So we're approaching bands to try and get partnerships with them. we've had a couple of answers back from their PR people saying, well, it's not the direction the band wants to go in at the moment. But so we're fighting the fact that we are dating. We can't really get away with that. But as you say, we'd like to move more into the partnerships with the music side. I guess we see ourselves as a social net dating site.
Yeah. And have you noticed like a pattern in the average user of the site? Is there like a prevalent male or female population of the site, or is there an average age that you've noticed?
We're pretty much 50-50 on male and female, which I believe is fairly symptomatic of the industry as a whole, dating industry. The users that we've got are probably slightly older than we thought they would be. We're sort of more 30 and over. And the reason I say that surprises is because the marketing that we have done at the moment, we've had stalls at festivals in the UK. So we had a stall at Glastonbury Festival, Summer Sunday Weekender in Leicestershire last year. So the people that we were signing up at the festivals were more the younger age group, but the people that have found the site online tend to be the older age groups. So there's a pretty good range on there.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's probably because a lot of people that go on dating sites probably have to be usually older than 25. There's not that many people that go specifically on dating sites that are kind of below 22, 23, I guess.
That's right. I think people found it easier to find a partner when they were younger, a bit more confidence, I think. And
as time like that.
That's right. And time wears you down, and you resort to the alternative means to standing in a pub and trying to break the ice with somebody.
And it's a UK. Is it open to users all over, or is it mostly UK users at the moment?
We've got mostly UK users at the moment. Just over 75% of our users from the UK, but nearly 15% are from America.
Yeah.
And I did have a quick count yesterday. Actually, we're covering 25 different countries now.
Wow.
Of members on the site, which was quite impressive. So we've got a few people from everywhere.
That's pretty cool.
So it's good to see that there's interest out there on the site from worldwide rather than just a small area. So I think we're a niche dating site for the masses, I guess.
Finally, have you got any developments on the site that you're planning to do, or anything that you want to put forward?
Very much so. We're constantly emailing each other with ideas for the site, and I gather all the requirements and liaise with the developers, and they tell me whether it's feasible or it's not. So we've got a good relationship with again a local independent developer that we worked on the site with now for a year and a half. So. It's first UK design they're called, and we'll be going back to them in a week or two with our new list of requirements to put enhancements on the site. So
cool.
It's a perpetual beta is a phrase that I've read a couple of times in articles, and you can't afford just to sit there really and think, oh, we've got a great site, we're going to make lots of money on it, because there's always going to be somebody else who's going to be more flexible than you and to be able to develop a quicker site. So you've got to keep abreast of all the latest developments, all the trends, and try and get there as quickly as possible.
Sure. And on a more technical note, regarding the metadata on the site, how do you handle the artists' names, track names, albums? Do you import them from somewhere, or is it something that the users insert within the database and then you keep it in there?
At the moment, it's a free format field, so the users will put their bands and any other information about music they like, and when you search it, we'll just simply search that big tag cloud of words. So it is just a platform on there. We at the moment we're not pushing our ideas on our users at all. We're just letting them use it. We don't suggest users to anybody else or other members to say, oh, this person likes this person. There may be a route we could go down in the future, but at the moment we leave it up to our users just to investigate, have a play around with the site and see how they enjoy it.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
No problem at all. Thank you very much for having me on the show.